Hi everyone, I'm Vicki from Ann Arbor Vegan Kitchen, and today I'm making my sweet potato and cauliflower peanut stew. It's so delicious. I'm starting by using my pressure cooker, and I have one onion that has been sauteed. So we can see here that it is soft and translucent. And so now to this, I'm putting my other aromatic here into this container. So we're adding our garlic and then some jalapeno and our celery. And we're going to turn this on to saute for just a minute or two. I'm adding just a splash of water because I like to make sure that nothing's going to stick while we're doing this process. Now that's sauteed for just a moment or two, just really not very long at all. And now we'll add the next 13 ingredients. And most of these are spices. So we've got 2 sweet potatoes that are diced, a head of cauliflower that has been chopped into its florets. We're going to turn this off now. We're going to add some black beans. The recipe actually calls for white beans, but I like to just make variations depending on what I have handy. And now we're adding a can of fire roasted tomatoes. We'll make sure we've got all of these nice juices here from the tomatoes. Then we're adding 1 box of vegetable broth. I'm using the specific brand. I also like the kind from Trader Joe's. I look for broth that doesn't have any sugar or oil added, but you can use whatever kind you like. We're adding 1 quart and then just about 2 cups of water. That's pretty much it, except for our seasonings. And that's where all of these delicious flavors come in. So we're actually adding to this our chili powder, coriander, cumin, cayenne pepper, and bear seasoning, and some salt and pepper. And now we're going to seal our pressure cooker, and I'm going to bring this to pressure for about 8 minutes. We're going to go on high pressure, 8 minutes, and then I'll see you back on the other side. If you don't have a pressure cooker, you can do this whole thing on the stove, simmering it into a large soup pot for about 25 minutes or until the vegetables are tender. Our cooking just completed. So now we can do a quick release of the pressure. I like to put a towel over it to capture some of the steam. While we're waiting for that pressure to come down, I'm going to add peanut butter to our blender. And by the way, in the show notes below, you'll find this recipe. You'll find it will take a couple of minutes for this to come down from the high pressure because it was cooking at such a high heat. And what we're going to do now, sort of hard to show you with the camera, but I'm going to take a ladle and put a few scoops, 3-4 cups worth of these beautiful vegetables and some broth into this Vitamix to blend beautifully to give us a creamy base to add back into our stew. That's all there is to it. We've got our creamy peanut mixture to add back into our stew. And with this roasting hot, see if we can pick this up and show you. We've got this beautiful stew here, roasting hot. And now I'm going to add to this some lemon juice and some greens. You can use any kind you want. I'm using a 5-ounce box of organic baby spinach. It's already been washed. And I'm going to just stir this into this very hot stew so that it begins to kind of wilt into here. And our greens are ready to enjoy. And to this now, we're going to add our peanut mixture. So we'll take our spatula and just kind of pour this in every little bit with the peanuts and all of these beautiful spices, everything so aromatic with the cumin, coriander, bear spice, the chili, jalapeno, our peanut butter. It's just wonderful. And so we'll just mix this all together, these greens along with this hot base, and it's ready to plate. The recipe for this, as I've said, is going to be in the show notes below. It's also in my cookbook, the Plant-Based for Life cookbook, on page 202. And you'll find that recipe will give you instructions for cooking it on the stovetop. So I'm just taking a shortcut here by taking what would normally take about 25 minutes on the stovetop to cook for about 8 minutes at high pressure here. And we are all ready to serve. Looks beautiful. And this will thicken as it cools a little bit as well. And it's just perfect to serve over brown rice or quinoa, or to serve with some hearty whole grain toast. So enjoy. And for more recipes, please follow me and subscribe at AnnArborVeganKitchen.com. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and you'll find more information on my website as well about my cookbook and my ebooks and my batch cooking courses. And if you have any questions, of course, reach out to me, and look forward to talking with you next time.